Good evening, all. Welcome. So, here we are once more. Bip, 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 out to play, out for this game. Then I see we've got the same number of people out there. So, in the fashion that we do, because everyone's so eager for everything to happen, let's just dive into and go to our game of the night, Final Fantasy. All right. We're back out here at the Crick for Heavens on High, climbing the tower. We're at 64 for red. And we did actually make sure we were cleaning it up. We accidentally started selecting. And we realized, we're waiting for the Q points here, so dropped back out. Hello. Evening all. We have Moist Towelette, Persicis, and Omnu Oya. That's all right. Let's pop that right away. Not in that floor, didn't hear it, so it's decent distance from here. Just need to be in combat for a little bit. Nice and easy. Oh, and we get the chest point. Nice. Love it when we pick the right way. Someone's still in a fight somewhere. Oh boy. Eyeballs. I missed the timing on those stare attacks or gaze attacks. I turned around too early. Oh, that's okay. Today's harangue for normalcy was yeah, as I was saying. We were. Oops, good jump. Oh, playing a little Space Engineers a little bit earlier. Mostly creative ship mashing. Um, Nothing fancy, I must admit. We were just kit bashing a new possible starting ship. Yeah, definitely not that way. Starting? Yeah, I know. We always talk about random things when we're playing Heavens on High anyway. If we didn't, it wouldn't be me playing Heaven on High. It'd be someone else. Nah. there's not much to really talk about in classes or heaven on high. I can tell you which palms are which and which stratagem points are good, but no, like I say, it doesn't really speak loudly enough. And, well, we'd be out of content instantly pretty quick. So, yeah, run around, pick up chests, use what you can when you got it. This is going to, yeah, there we go. Try to use fortune at the start of things. Save your strength and armors till at least 26. Or just over the halfway mark. That sort of thing. Void the hell out of this one. You have to activate this the floor below, and you don't know what trouble you're about to hit. So, hence why I warn against it type thing. And that's enough to finish the level. Well, there's no guarantee everything's going to work just fine or not. Well, like I say, you don't know what the next level's random abilities are going to be, so ideally, I shouldn't go for the strength. Yes, it's nice to think about going for it, but the short point is I shouldn't when I actually do the numbers. See, oh, we got a bad headache. Of sleep. This night, the yawns are actually because I'm tired. Long days, lack of sleep, make you tired. That'll do it. Ugh. No, nothing major. Nothing major. Just, oh, pupster. Oh, puppy was basically up and down a little bit in the night. That woke me up a few times. Yeah, I know. Some 8-year-old puppy, right? This here is the reason. Right? When just simply because I have the most effective castable repeatable heal. Which means I'm the one most likely going to need to keep everyone up in that fight if there's a bad. I doubt it. I will most likely just DPS per normal. The boss will go down pretty hard. Everyone will basically go, yep, that worked. But like I said, if the worst case hits, this is what the end resultant will come from. Right? So use steal. So in other words, do use steal, but don't use the damage, because if I use damage, it means it's very easy for me to pull all aggro onto me, which will make healing much harder. So that's why I said I will use steal, I won't use this. Okay. We got a good damaging amount of people here. We shouldn't have too many problems. Ooh. Oh, look at me being a dumbass again. Yep, nope, all good. Sitting here, going back into it. At least I caught it earlier this time. It's like, look down at the thing. Oh, look what you've done, Europe. And there's a reason I called that in when I did. Here's a little trick. When you call this out, you get a little moment of invulnerability that happens. Where and because you're invulnerable, you can't, when you get knocked up and you come down, you would normally get in the damage, and those, if it does damage to you, it adds those debuffs. By dumping a Magicite just at the right moment, what I can do is literally, okay, this is a tip. I know we've run it so far and no one's spotted it, unless you've really been careful, but I'll spell it out now. Woohoo. No, seriously, woohoo, that's good. Direct hit is decent. Ooh, it's a red one. So, if you time it right, instead of just dumping those Magicites at the beginning, you can actually use them to skip boss raid-wide AoE damage. So even if everyone's out of position, if you use it at the right moment, which is just, you know, you got to time it right, you can get away with no damage for everyone. Works. And it's good. So, but usually you don't get a chance to do it, or you've got either you don't have a chance because someone's blown them all beforehand. You do have a chance, but they use it right at the start of the fight. Right? So it is a tactic, it is there. It's not common. And 9 out of 10 times I forget to do it myself because it's just like, ah ha 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 ha. Oh crap, it's like, oh yes, we actually have one right here at this moment. I can prevent everyone from taking any damage. Yay! Then I forget about it for 9 out of 10 times, and it's like, oh right, that's what that little thing. You'll notice whenever one's used, you'll see this little sort of, looks like a, what is it, little star next to my name up here. There'll be a star and a blue icon. Yeah, that's what that is. That's it in vulnerability. Toy toy. I am an onion and Roshan Cross. Not use that. That was enough to blow him up. Ooh. We don't have tea tonight. We've got coffee. So you have a warrior, a gunblade, black mage, Parallel FL? Absolutely. Now, yeah. No. It's not the viddies. Oh. That's just a bit of spice left over from dinner. Sitting in that wrong spot in your throat. Yeah. So, it's not bad. It's a decaf of coffee. Swiss water? Mm-hmm. I guess I actually like coffee not for its caffeine. It's like, oh my god. I know, heresy. Absolute heresy. So that you don't drink coffee for its caffeine? No, I drink it because it tastes nice to me. Pulling like a goofball. always the problem I find. Like, tanks can pull and pull and pull and pull, and they love doing it. He might be a veteran who does 200 levels solo as warrior or gunblade. I don't know, but oh, he's done what the second greatest hate I have. Activating those things. It's at Tinkles. Oh, there's a bit of a fight going on, so I bet you the first one... Nope, they've cleaned them up. Toy with a cute side ponytail. Clean up because it's a cute side ponytail. Lalafell, that's what it was I was seeing, wasn't it? Baseball cap? Yeah. Talk to other people. Like I said, some warriors, the minute they realize you're someone who can heal, go nuts. Point in fact, I don't know where Toy is. No one's gone boom yet, so I would assume this is the right one. I'm not worried about Toy, to be honest. The day I worry about a warrior, even if I'm the healer and they're the only tank, the day I worry about a warrior, like, you never worry about a warrior. That's a baseball cap. I couldn't tell if it was a side ponytail or baseball cap. Ugh. Maybe I do need the caffeine. That's sad. So I try to do everything when everyone's there. The activated weakness on top of Petrify. We did get a Petrify back, so we're good there, I guess. Well, you should be able to deal with all that pretty easily. Can you get a Magicite here? Oh, didn't get a Magicite. Hit Sprint, it'll break the Banish. And where's Toy going? I don't know. Okay. Yep. Nope. Apparently nobody left a positive mark on me. Ah. Anyway, we get another level out of it. So, basically only giving, most I could be useful for right now would be general overview of each of the classes as I've played them. This, which is why in general we wind up chit-chatting about, well, other things. Which is why, my brain doesn't just do this, it's pretty much what's on my head at the moment. It's like, how are you thinking of something else this time? That's easy. Oh. Yeah, no, it's easy. Surprising how easy it is to think of. Start thinking one thing while doing another. We got Onion and the Potato Kid. Find Mr. Artorias. Damn it. Keeping all. That is sort of how I answer. But no, it's Mr. Aeons that's doing it. And that's why. What? Well, because the healer has an AoE stun, right? You have an AoE stun as this healer called Hold. Because you have an AoE stun, that's right, they grab everyone, run into a tiny little area, and then just kadoosh it, kadoosh, kadoosh. Just spam it. So, no, that's for the win. Oh. At least I get an unobstructed view. Ah, 30. It's like, well, White Mage gets Stone and Arrow. Arrow damage over time spell. Stone direct damage spell. Holy, which is an AoE damage spell. Nice. Now you could boost all one way, but all your abilities here are going to take the same amount of white and black mana that you've got extra stored to do whatever with. I don't know. There might even be a guild out there that's all pure lawless. Really? Yeah, maybe. He's already popping off. Boom, boom, boom. Ah! Found another one. I must admit, I am just dumping damage quickly. But I think we've already spoken about that once before. Again, Heaven on High is not about maximizing rotation. Because honestly, you're not going to get a full speed rotation out of it. Ick. Already popped one of those. We'll drop that one, because that one isn't used right now. That reduces the number of enemies on the next level, or at least the number of enemies needed to go up to the next level after that. And now you know the couple reasons I don't like burning through Magicites early. Right? Like I said, option 1 gives us the ability to prevent everyone from taking the massive raid-wide AoE damage. Second, is it helps speed up the boss. Really have, looking at what I've got, well, these are my only 2 instant casts, and that's nominal for heal for this class. Yeah, but engagement is point blank. So, there it is. He's looking for the same thing I was, say hi and thank you to people. You always have to say thank you to everyone. It's just rude otherwise, isn't it? Definitely easier to find them in Heaven or in Palace of the Dead than Heaven on High. It just is. Woohoo! Pine log. I know. What the? What's a pine log for? Anyway, oops, straight away. Must have an active group running hard in there right now. And it comes and goes in waves. Oh, what can I say? Nice easy run. Keep in mind, but we'll be a little bit quiet for the moment. Simplest reason. Oh, just a fair bit of backwards noise and stuff like that. Puppers making a bit of a racket. We'll inspect them in a moment, but we'll find out what's up in a moment. Until then, I'm just going to keep it mute on a little more than normal. Right. Do scream at me in the chat. It's a little too quiet, though. So, no. Not trying to be this or the other. It's a case of we don't know what noise there is. It sounds like someone's gotten into a toy box. He's having a great old time. Really excited. It can mean a ridiculous amount of noise. One more jolt will give us. Okay, so let's clear this way with this one. Yep, Navir Sakish, Bastion Lore. Still got the full sprint. Pretty neat. It's one of the things I don't think's ever been properly explained in Final Fantasy. You sort of get hints that black magic or destructive magic is all black magic, and sort of nature magic is all white magic, except when it isn't. Red magic is actually the blending of the two together. Blue magic is whatever the creatures of the world use. You know, simulating what the creatures of the world use, so... Green magic's sort of the, what is it, weird elemental summoner type things? So... So, like I said, it's weirdness, because, like, you know, take the summoner, you've got fire and wind, which technically is red, but it's not. And you've got non-elemental in the form of ruin, so... Right? There's also time mages and illusionists who release the exact same elements, so it's not elements themselves, right? It's the spells themselves which dictate whether a mat school is this or not. So, Thunder for arrow is basically a white spell because it's a white spell. For Thunder is a black spell because it's a black spell. Logic goes no deeper than that. That's what I like about the Dungeons and Dragons classification and Mage, the Ascension and Mage, the Awakenings magic systems. You sort of have the logic that spell types fit into their appropriate casting classes. Not because of this, that, or the other. They sit in their classification based on a little more nuance than that. What are they looking for? I have no ability to knock off that, so lightning away. Nice. Cheese collectors. Get over here, you two. We're going to the next level. No. Of course. Yeah, so yeah, like I said. Well, even Shadowrun has its classification, both physical and ethereal. One must, you know, I think that's important for. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Yes, I did. Good magic systems have coherent classification. Yes, which brings us right back to where we started in the whole conversation. Getting everything sorted out. Had a good weekend, one day off, slept in quite nicely on the Sunday. Today's technically family day up here in the province that I live in Canada. I know. 3-day weekend. As they say, boss says, you know, if you're not in on Friday, don't bother coming in on Monday. So, that. Yeah. So of course, this morning, wake up, make sure I got the dailies and all the things I have. Didn't log into Master Duel because that was helpful. No, no, no. There was a bunch of. Right, there was a notification the other day. Yahoo's. Too early, my dudes. Nice try, but yeah, a little early. So, that's the timing thing. Right, I missed my timing and didn't jump back far enough, fast enough. So I got hit with a high pyre of boom. So that's what happens. That's why you won't see it and why it's not a well-known thing. No, just that way. Well, you know, what we do. It's a busy night tonight. Holy scoballs. I guess everyone ran off to play Lost Ark and now has realized Lost Ark is basically Diablo as an MMO. Just like Path of Exile is, and decided either, yeah, no, we've tried our free trial of the game and we're running back to the games we know and love. Well, at least I think, anyway. Why have I got that unlocked? Oop, 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 nope. Look at that. That hurt. No, I can patch myself up. Still, that hurt. We'll activate that. Awesome. So yeah, I got back to tinkering with all the new goodies that are available in Space Engineers and redoing a new starter ship. For Star System Start in Space. You drop onto planet, your better option is either going rover or going base. Depends what the server rules are, depends on, you know, if you're playing by yourself, base is always the better option. Oh yeah, planetfall or moonfall, base is always the better option. Well, I leave them for that choice. So we have Kira Blue Summers, Ike Aikenfall, Aikenfell, Kind of a cool name. Siobhan Yeager. He's a ninja. He's hit with a bleed. You gotta go pick him up. And that's why you don't run around like an idiot. Strange, you know. Oh no, there are some enemies that will spot you hidden. Always some bosses that'll spot you hidden. And that's what that one good thing does. That was a trap, and I saved him from it. Sardine ships? Yeah. A sardine ship and/or rover. Well, once you put down with your original start point, every public server, even the ones I play on myself, will basically delete your starter ship. So, it's like, here's your free thing. Yay! We're getting rid of it as soon as you log off, or within a certain period of time. Oh. So, Aww, aren't you guys just fun? Wasn't enough. So, yeah, like I say. Wow. Always love trying to heal people that run out of range. It's just like, ha 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 ha. Oh, see our ninjas out to try and get one more goodie. On to the next level. Got enough levels to drop these work well. There we go. Sometimes you're just lucky there's another guy along. It's just a pity it doesn't give, it doesn't help with my thing. I guess there's a reason they don't wait. Like I said, Red Mage has got a good amount of move on him. Let's go find him. Crap. Oh yeah, no, I could have cast this hard, but this hard cast is 9 seconds. Right? It's almost 10 seconds to cast. So this is why whenever a Red Mage is in a group, the Red Mage should be the first one to basically deal with reses. I know that doesn't work in pickup groups because, in general, whatever healer's there is going to pick up people as they go. But if you're running with a group of people you know, you can easily, no, I got picked up. I'm playing Red Mage, I'll do the pickups. Right? And preordain it, you got all pickups, like all reses are in your hands, Red Mage. And they'll just, throw a spell and then res, and then throw a spell and then res, and throw a spell and then res. That way you're not cutting into your healer's mana pool either. Or if you got summoners, it's like I'll res first, you guys wait, because especially summoner. Oh, absolutely. I'm going to offer this thing. Right? So, that's what you do when you're in a group that you know what you're doing. Right? First res is mine type thing. In communication, res blown. Type thing. Right? Usually losing 10 seconds of damage. Right? And usually it'll be the swift spell that's used. Like all mages get this. Boom, boom. Thanks for that, Kira. No. And we're the only one who basically jumped out of the way so we didn't catch all of things. Again, they blew through the Magicites pretty quickly, so... Oop, there's the level. It's not bad. For what? 1 hour 10 minutes into it. 9 minutes in for this. So, hey, yeah, doing good. And 1 bag to look into. Ooh, it's a goodie bag. Title barding. I'm pretty sure I've got that one. Yes, I do. Now, title barding is, of course, meaning we have some goodies. Actually, gonna have a moment here. Oh yeah. So, yeah. So basically, what makes a good thing? Minimum of material. Right? You've got so much stuff in your original box. Build it out of that. Now, problem is with all lander type pods. Like an AFL Potato Kid is back, and we have Carissa Clement. turn around. Mm-hmm. It's going nowhere, so I'm just gonna go. Somebody get muffed. He did. And they're in a fight. Fine. Watch me not heal you then. Gunner on their own? Usually it's not too bad. Right? Like I said, the drop pods have got maybe 50 pieces of steel in them. Not enough real components to build a full-size large grid item set on it. So your options are build secondary small rover and hunt out the components you need, or go large grid and pull the small grid maneuver. Attach gyro and radio control to it. And fly the thing around. Okay. Well, she didn't turn into anything in particular. What is everyone up to now? Come on. Come on. Stand this far away from us. Oh, I think so. So, in other words, had a bit of a redo on kabooms. No one turned into anything, no one exploded, so it must be the right one. Hey! So, yeah, like I said, those are your basic. No. Maybe I'll do a, ouch. Maybe I'll do a bit of a play on it. I don't know. Let's reduce the number of bad guys next level. He's walking here well stealthed. Oh yeah, yeah. No, tactics change once I get my energy up to full. Not because, pop their eye on a thing. AoE trash down, and then use these as you get them type thing. So, dash in, hit your things, your boom. Technically, that's the AoE in front of you, so like charge in, AoE, 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 AoE. Need to technically adjust X, it's in the wrong spot for me. I need to move that one to here, because it really is that what it is. There we go. Playing catch up with them. I don't know if I'll get here in time, because they've just run right out of this room. Just happened. It's a case of they went ahead and pulled too much, and of course now they're doing their really cool dance around the place, and then they'll step on a mine, and they're flat. Just play catch up on them, find them. Not. Yeah, no. It's like, give me half a second to throw a heal up. I was trying to get a heal, and they just decided, I'm going to open the chest right behind you. It's like, don't! Then, yeah, no. Okay, so this is this. Yeah, no. I've lost all of me mana. That's what happens when you get blowed up. She's died twice. That's what that means. You're not a tank. Quit pulling like one. Holy crap. We may wipe on this run. And he's pulled a fight. Bye-bye. See, Chris is doing the run round and punchy things. Which doesn't help you, actually. It's just you versus the enemy. It's easier just to stand there and just belt them right in the face. The idea of jumping and dodging around when it's just you. Floor. We have a petrify though. Yep. See? Basically, more runs you can get in faster, the faster you can get your levels. That's not untrue, right? Not untrue. Okay, so we have a regular magicite materia and a prism. Those are both sellable. This one's like I said, a 5 is only worth 6. It's not worth the honk, if you would. Oh yeah. After a certain amount of time, all the runs bleed into each other, and you're like, you gotta take a stop. Icon Toy Toy and Anastasia Fleurette. Black Mage. Definitely has the look of a, I don't know. Someone I expect to basically be dealing cards, to be honest. And Toy Toy the Reaper is dead. Mind, someone's made it to the thing. Yeah, those briefs definitely have a sort of Moulin Rouge kind of feel to it. Something you'd find on perhaps the old riverboats. Like I said, not a bad look, mind you. And once again, I just do not have the legs to pull that off. So, yeah, like I said, so, yeah. So let's go star system drops. Lunar Rover is basically instantly try to put solar panels on it as hard as you can. Oh, crap. You already got wheels on your thing, you can already move around. So, you know, find a good place to set up base, then do so. Try not to put it up in a canyon. Because solar's about the only free energy you're going to get your hands on. Simple, easy. Everywhere else except Europa, it's decide whether or not your drop point is a good thing. If it is, start building whatever it is you've got designed for your immediate replacement. The only important thing is to make sure it's got a survival kit, and both a large and small survival kit have exactly the same component. Important, medical components which you can't craft in them. Free. Yeah. Europa has the wonderful point of maybe maneuvering to where you find advanced materials. And then instead, basically using your jetpack to get yourself into orbit, find some asteroids, get some stone, use that stone to get your initial power generation going. You have to get a refinery, power generation and a refinery. Space is the oddball to it. Station is never what you're building. Right? That's always something that uses as many components from the starting ship as you can possibly hone into something. That way you can get out of that base ship and into something better quickly. Most common thing is add a refinery, add a drill to the front of it. And once you're pretty much guaranteed, right? It's only once you've secured a location that has several nearby asteroids that have all the materials you're looking for, and you build the station, either on one or, you know, this. I prefer not building on one because you can always add engines and move once you exhaust those resources. Just loot. That works. Oh, I noted it basically. Oh. I don't mind doing that because I shouldn't need more than one of those to sort of work from. $4.29. That should make it easy for everyone to find everything. I'm not going to fire off anything because literally the wizard, you know, Black Mage should have a better spell in Scathe. As simple as that. So that was super duper easy because everyone did what they needed to do, and that second one went off just when it needed to. Everyone dumping power abilities means, yeah, no, it goes down pretty fast. But, you know, that's the advantage. The inner workings. Well, what's the most maligned sub-game group in this game? Mahjong. Mahjong is one of those games, either you know what the rules are and the game's easy and fun for you, you have no idea what the rules are, and you're beating your head against the black side of the wall. Until basically you're sick in the head for it. Until you've given yourself a headache because none of it makes any sense. And the computer, which is supposed to be helping you, isn't helping you. Let's see. White Rose, I could probably make some on. Red Rose, those do not sell, actually. That I've got to figure out. put into the thing. The black unicorn. They just put through here. I think they went behind it, but the graphics glitched and I saw through the rock for a moment. No, that's not normal. Not normal at all. Yeah, so if you can, right? Whatever your starter ship is, you have to build a connector onto it if you put a oxygen tank on it, though. And do not cut the other tank or connections until you've connected it, and then sort of work your way backwards through it. Oh, hello. Oh no, what do we got here? February 21, that's today. From 9 p.m. Pacific, that's in an hour. Emergency will basically happen in Limpsila, Minsa, Upper Decks, Lower Decks, Old Gridania, Gold Saucer, Western Thalia, East Norsica, and the Churning Mists on all worlds. Please move to a different area or log out. Okay. So that is Limpsila Minsa, so can't go there. Can't go to Ulda or Gridania. Nope, notice New Gridania isn't there, but Old is. Okay. Steps of Old, Steps of Null, Wolf's Den Pier, Gold Saucer, Eastern Thanalan, Eastern Lenosica, and the Churning Mists on all worlds. There's nothing about that on the way in tonight, otherwise I'd probably be an extra Cyberpunk night tonight. Maintenance time is why I want to keep a single-player game in the arsenal. So once we finish this, we'll probably go over to Baldur's Gate, play it as a single-player. Once I finish the Cyberpunk playthrough, we'll go to Baldur's Gate. Oh, good thing the maintenance isn't happening here. Well, there's enough time. It's a whole hour. Ouch. Yeah, we got a silent party. That's okay. That's normal. Well, you don't actually have Space Engineer set up here. It's a separate thing. I make sure my streams, instead of having just, you know, I set up each screen and I try to set up each thing. I've got more I have more setup to do for Baldur's Gate and more setup to do for Duel Master. I do. So it'll be a while before I add those. I got new stingers I gotta get from. Oh, let me correct that. New stingers I have to make for them. Wow. That's happening so quickly, I'm having trouble getting my energies up. Well, that's good. Better a bit too quick than way too slow. Ha! Ha ha ha! We knew it the moment we threw it while we were on it, it'd be right there. Yep. Can't help you with the otter thing. Oops, step out of that. Just not enough death. Not enough to trigger the next step. We will. We'll find one. That's the way it is. Why do I not play on maintenance days? There's a great question. The answer is past experience. It really is. Majority of games all have a database behind the scenes. When they do all-world maintenance or stuff like that, that database is usually part of that maintenance. It's got what loot you've got, it's got, you know, your levels, your loot, your characters, all that stuff. Yeah, touch that. So because it's got everything in it, if they don't properly lock the database before, what they should do is basically kick everyone off, lock the database, right? So that nothing can transact. Then, once it's been locked, then actually do the maintenance. But I'll be darned if too many games I've played do it the other way around. Right? They'll basically start the work on the stuff, trying to speed up, but they won't lock the database correctly before they do it. Because the database is still technically transcribing, it's still working, basically. It can cause all sorts of hiccups. This is where you get the lovelily misnomered rollback that happens periodically. sometimes that is actually a rollback. A lot of the times it's because the database wasn't locked, or the database was set, like they saved the condition of it, they backed it up, and then in there, I'm perfectly fine jogging after them. Right? And in all the redo that comes later, I don't have a nice instance or instant. So in all the redo, then what happens? No. When I first started, it happened to me, let me see, in World of Warcraft. Yeah, no, seriously. They were doing a emergency maintenance, kicking everyone off, but they didn't lock the database properly, and I lost my main character because of it. They restored my main character, not the hero. That's just rude. They were able to restore the character, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Right, that's just going back into the transaction logs and undoing whatever was there. Right, or pulling it back from a previous backup and just going with that, which is fine. Right, it happened quite a few times when Ark first came out. That's Ark Survival Evolved. I lost a few pet dinos that way. Definitely was unhappy with that. They weren't particularly high tames, but they were sort of my first ones. So, yeah, no, it was more sentimental than, you know, power level type thing. But yeah, no, it's happened to me enough, and there's a few more times after that too. So it's happened enough times. That I'm of the mind that, you know, so call it confirmation bias, call it all sorts of things, but it's happened enough times for it to basically warrant me to basically be jittery whenever it's around. Right? So, you know, it's like, oh, we're going to do maintenance. Uh-huh. Watch me just say to not be here. So, if you wondered, there's your answer, right? Like I said, it's happened to me in WoW, happened in this, happened to that, right? And I know what it is. It's databasing. It's not locking the database. It's not removing, you know, every player off the server, lock the database, do the updates. Kira. So, yeah, there you go. For the record, I left WoW during Burning Crusade. No, I had a different name. Didn't matter. But, yeah, no. Why'd I leave? questions. Right? I'm a big guy on lore. The retcon that happened for Burning Crusade was a little bit annoying. Right? Their game, their ability to, but it basically told me, right? You know, told me something's not quite right with how the devs were handling their game. Right? A major rewrite for the first update in lore says something. Either you don't remember what you wrote for lore, or you're willing to change the lore on a whim. You're willing to change the lore on the whim. What else are you willing to change on the whim? Okay. That was simple enough. Second, right? No. So it was all this. The final reason I was eyeing up a different MMO at that time too, the Warhammer Online, thinking I might jump over to that. Mostly because, right? I can cite a few other instances that just helped make my decision, but really, I think the biggest one was the World PvP. Wasn't so much just, it was either gank squads. Right? No more versus, well, evening. Right? Like I said, it's either full gank squads or which always is annoying. Yeah, maybe. No, I'm running to 71 Red Mage, but there it is. Yeah, the World PvP had basically stopped being just violence and destruction for violence and destruction's sake, and was honor farming and gank squads. I mean, there was always gank squads, but that's all it had basically broken down into. Yeah. Each their own. Right, so I have to ask, is that what they're up to? Actually going to remove the ARR relics, or what? I don't think so. I'll be confused if I... I guess that's fair. Andrew. Lalafell. And Volera Hazak. Anyway, like I said, now when I started playing World PvP was based, I was playing on a PvE server. World PvP on a PvE server was stupider and dumber than everything I ever seen on a PvP server. Hell, we launched, what was it? Stupid number of people, just, 3 full 40-man raids hit Ogrimmar one day. It was awesome. Yeah, 120 players, just boof. Here, Ogrimmar, guess what? Hope you like your lag. Right. So, these are sort of the trouble, right? Yeah. So I was kind of hoping that the World PvP would be better on, Warhammer Online. And when they started just, the NDA drops for that. And it's like, oh, we're going to do this, this, and this. The fact that WoW said, oh, we'll do that too. Like, huh? Yeah, that really was was that final hammer in, if you would. I'm sorry, but again, it didn't fit the world thematically when that stuff was announced, so that's what basically made me leave and never come back. Right? And I don't regret it. Not at all. So, yeah. Again, it goes back to you're modifying your game to compete against your competitor. Fair enough. By copying what your competitor's doing. Yeah. Oh, what was it? I went to Champions Online, Warhammer Online. I played that for a while until I found PvP on that one was more Zerg Rush than anything else before. Right? Dungeon parts weren't as cool, and the lore was not bad. It fit. Boy. I hope you can tank that for 10 seconds there, Andrew. not step on that one, please. I'm gonna hit that then. I don't know where it is. But it's faster than his normal stealth walk back. So yeah, that's why I left that. Warhammer Online, I left because of this. Champions Online, I left because I came to this game. I kept being bounced around by who owned it. Really annoying, isn't it? And you get different owners constantly buying out a game and moving the servers around. Eventually, you're going to get someone. You get a copyright old cruddy monkey thing happen sooner or later. Just ask FESA. Now, they basically have had all sorts of conniptions with BattleTech versus, you know, Robotech, BattleTech, because the one company they charged to basically design all the machines basically sold the designs to two different people, but only one actually put it down for copyright. That's why you've got the Loster, the Hidden, and the Reeves folks, and all the rest of that junk. I know the history of it because I looked into it. It's like, why don't we have these anymore? Right? Played MechWarrior Online, still have an active account on that somewhat. Community play for that is, well, I think it would have been one of those games where, yes, it replicated the entire Inner Sphere invasion and the whole, clan invasion, Inner Sphere 3055, 3058, and so on and so forth. I almost think they may have been better served pulling a planet side, though. Right? Just change it down to a few, like, you know, the battlefield area, I think, is too big. It just isn't, like I said, it is a real MechWarrior game. It just has, you know, community battle system just seems a little bit complainable. Highest complaint level is because of that, so there it is. Yeah, so come here and played 1.0. Had an absolute blast doing it. There was a whole crafting system, definitely not my favorite section. I was running more with Flora than Andrew. Andrew. Like I said, it just seems the thing about Lalafells, they have an automatic Pedic name. No reason, Roy. Right? Maybe they know more about the Lalafell lore than I do. That's an entire possibility. It's the prism. Oh, but that's still 10,000 gil right there, so. Well, I know those are all 1.0 areas, except for, yeah, Heaven's Ward Part 2 is in there too, isn't it? So yeah, who knows? Right? If it's, so yeah, no, we traveled around. Then, of course, the game shut down, came back around Reborn. I must admit, I do like the fact that the gathering system has been much improved. Crafting system's a lot easier to understand as well. But it had all the same states and all the same things, but you couldn't understand. It didn't tell you that it was in a good or excellent state. It just was glowy red or glowy rainbow color or void black. You're like, is that the good state or the bad state? It was really this. The auction / retainer selling system was interesting, but not bad. You know, this NPC companion that you got to pick that would help you in certain quests was definitely cool. So, yeah. When they added in the squadron, that was basically re-adding in your NPC assister, and then when they added in that, then built into the trust system. So, which I have not put any leveling point effort into. So I could just run trusts until 80, get some good 71 gear proper, and then just start running those dungeons over and over and over again. Then just bend all the green gear with either for money or for seals. Entirely possible. That's where I came from. Oh hell, I was one of the original guys. Like I said, I started playing this game when it first honked. That's why I'm one of the originals. That's why I have here. But they ended the server with the meteor drop, which is when you first start A Realm Reborn, that cutscene was the cutscene that they left us with. Except that just once the meteor hit and Bahamut came up, that's literally where it ended. So they just literally added to that, which is kind of really cool. What's down here? There's no inside. Cliffsue. So we have White Mage and Cliffsue. We have Brava Tempest, the Dancer. And Brava Tempest, the Samurai, and out. All these runs are merging, and Osley Black the dancer. You guys haven't blown up, so it must be the right one. It is a hard one to talk people into playing. Give that full credit about this game. First 50 levels were written for different... Few things have happened. You have to remember, when the game was first written, it was written for a different audience. So that's why the absolute shift change between Realm Reborn, which was built off of the first stuff, and Heavensward, the first DLC. There's a big difference between the two. Right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I wouldn't try to talk someone into going, yeah, no, it gets better after this many things. Like, no. It's a terrible way to try to convince someone the game's good. Here, please, play it until this level. It's better after it. The story becomes more in-depth further on you go in the game. There's a lot of setup in this game, story-wise. It pays all off around about 50 into there. You know, when it starts getting towards the end games, when it actually starts to pay all that preamble that you basically dealt with. Well, that's like saying the first 10 chapters of a book are absolute garbage, boring, no pacing, no this, no that. Good luck convincing someone to read that book. Like, take my current annoying isekai anime that I've watched, which was Spirit Chronicles. Yes, I am going to dump on it. For anyone who's read the source material, I am not referring to anything there because I have not read the source material. I've only seen the anime. The anime has basically Final Fantasy XV problem. A lot of... It's got a lot of setup. That's its problem. It's almost like the entire thing is set up for the second season. That makes the first season pretty much Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn. Right? For the most part, a trudging problem with some good stuff tucked in it. I play the game, and I'm going to say this straight up. First 50 levels will be a pain in the butt. Right? Your armor doesn't feel right. because it's bad, but rather because, you know, it's got the classic case of hodgepodge. Later on, as they went along, they simplified a lot of systems, so your armor system got highly simplified. Well, I'm still going to drop it, though. So this run will finish. Then we'll drop back to chat. So, for instance, when a Realm Reborn first dropped, there were resistances, right? There was thunder resistance and water resistance, and all these things were in the game. Those were dropped about the time Heaven's Ward came around. Your armor, although they dropped the stats from the armor still built around that sort of idea. So, you know, this is the... Right? So, you know, it's these systems that got removed when they simplified certain things that are still, you know, have their remnants in a Realm Reborn, the first 50 levels, that make it feel weird. You know, if I can't admit that, then what the hell, right? Should you play the game? Absolutely. If you're willing to put some time in, that's the big thing of this whole story piece. If you're willing to put the time in, get the idea. It's for the run, man. But we will be dropping out. I do not like, even if it's only partly world maintenance, I don't like being on maintenance. Like I said, I had to tell the story because a maintenance thing came up. This is why. Alright, so let's just drop out of here then. I'm just going to drop back to chat. And we're just going to quit straight out. Alright, now I'm going to take this quick moment. Oh, there it goes. I'm going to take this quick moment to just basically jump over to just a little bit of music while I quickly use the washi room. Be right back. Yay! And we're back. So, I'll just keep that going, I guess. Where else? So, yeah, so that's all that bit there. Now, I did want to go for another hour. So what I can do then is I'm probably going to have to do a cut over at this point. But we will load up something else. So we've been playing Cyberpunk, so we will half an hour of that. Or just call it an early night on this one. That's a hard one, but I don't really want to double split the games. Not that good at editing, even though I know it's just a straight cut. Oh well. Another night, another time, perhaps. Well, I don't have that many of you I'm going to disappoint at the moment, so yeah, I think I will just cut it early. Right, I'll have to just say for there. But anyway, it's been fun, it's been good, and I have gone through a few things. So, until next time, I guess we're going to have to... There it is. So, barring the maintenance that was happening this night, I know I could have still played for another round through the tower, but I'm not one to push my luck. I've pushed it way too many times, way too few times, and gotten burned every time I remember it. Call up my confirmation bias if you want, but that's where we'll end for the night. But we'll be back tomorrow night, the same time, 7:30 Mountain Standard, or 6:30 Pacific, for more Heaven on High, Final Fantasy, and the Red Mage climbing the tower. If you're up for that, join me then. Until then, I'll see you next time. I've been Phelan Darkfire, and I'm out. Laters.